Daniel Dye, Tyler Ankrum will lead the field. Green flag is in the air. We are racing at Atlanta.
A lot of questions we're going to answer in the first 10 or 15 laps. How will these trucks handle? Is the low line the fast way? What kind of run can you get on the outside? As you see Majeski moving up. Excuse me, that's Eckes getting up to the top side, leaving those guys on the bottom to fight for themselves.
So Majeski out front there in the 98 truck.
He went to the top and Eckes followed right with him.
Uh-oh, look at the bottom. Who's coming in the 7 truck? That's Kyle Busch. I loved your points about, you qualify fast, but what does that mean for your race truck at the start of this thing and the handling? So we'll see quickly who's got a good handling truck.
I like the versatility they're showing there with the Ankrum truck. He was low, then he went high. You got to be able to move around to control the race.
A lot of the talk in the garage was they really felt like the top was going to be the way to go, at least maybe halfway through the race. But let's see if Kyle Busch can change that thing. He's got some help down there. He said nobody really stayed down there.
This is so close. We talked about Daytona. Oh, he did it. He shut the door.
Kyle Busch, new leader. Takes control for the first time today, but that outside line isn't giving up. Tyler Ankrum hanging in there with Ty Majeski behind him, and Daniel Dye, the pole sitter, third on the outside row.
Good pusher there for Kyle Busch, though, and now he's going to pull back up in front of Ankrum.
What a move by Eckes. We talked about that powerful start he had, but he just dives to the bottom, and he's able to clear Kyle and pull up in front of him. Kyle thought about doing the crossover to the bottom. Eckes just simply kept his foot in it and completed the pass.
Working lap number 16, and we got a truck around Keith McGee. Can he keep it down there?
I'm through there. All right, caution's out. Keep it rolling if you can.
Caution is out for the first time here.
That was a great save by Keith McGee.
Was. I saw Keith in the garage a little bit earlier today. He said, I can't wait today to the race today. My truck's a little loose, though. That, if you're watching at home for the first time, that's what loose looks like. Down on the bottom, just trying to stay out of the way. And
looked like Kyle got loose coming off of turn 2 as well in that 7 truck.
You talked you didn't want to see 3 wide, Phil. This is the first time we've seen it. What happened?
Yeah, they spin.
Too many trucks and too small of a space.
And
great save.
Keith is driving his tail off right there, hanging onto that truck.
Did a great job.
Green flag in the air once again. 9 laps to go.
Oh, big
till
push.
Stage end.
Those trucks wobbled and bobbled down into turn 1, but that push.
Ooh, Majeski slides up in front of Eckes.
He almost had a truck width to get up there.
That push from Busch got the 98 to the front, and he was just barely hanging on.
Daniel Dye trying to get to the bumper of Kyle Busch on the inside.
I like the looks of this 38 truck of Lane Riggs, racing outside the top 10, all the way up inside the top 5. That's a strong truck. Oh, look at that move back as he's done that twice. Nice job of completing the pass and moving up.
He might need to save that in his bank for late in the race here.
Jake Garcia up there in the top 5.
I love that.
He's in the hunt no matter where we go. One of 3 drivers in the field, by the way, from Georgia.
Now look at this gap. Is Majeski laying off of Eckes to try to get that big draft in the run to come to the stage win? He had a run on him, but he didn't take advantage of it. Stayed right in line.
This is what's so great about stage racing. They're racing like it's the end of the race, but there are points on the line. Christian Eckes wants them. Trying to hold off Ty Majeski, Tyler Ankrum, Lane Riggs.
Ooh, Majeski drifts up. It's going to open the bottom for
Christian
Ankrum.
Eckes. He is led so far, and he takes it. He's dominated stage number 1. So Christian Eckes won stage 1. He's gone down 1 lap, still has the issues. So Tyler Ankrum, Grant Enfinger on the front row for the restart here, and stage number 2 is underway.
Kyle Busch is going to lead that low line. Grant went up top with Ankrum. See if Kyle can have success early in the race during that first stage. Phil, he was able to make that bottom work. Fell back during the running of the stage, but he's right back there up there on the bottom trying.
Some new faces up there. Brett Holmes up in the top 10 in that 32 truck. Got Corey Heim in the 11.
Some of those drivers that stopped earlier. We had 4 drivers stay out. They're on the strategy to run this thing to the end of the second stage without stopping.
but they don't want to take the chance to do that right now because, as we saw earlier, it is so difficult to get him stopped, and they haven't even had the chance to change any tires yet either. So there's still a lot of work to do, and unfortunately for Christian, he's still having to deal with not having that brake pedal.
Thanks, Jamie. What a move by Kyle Busch.
They are pulling in the smallest of holes as Kyle Busch got by Ankrum.
One of the guys that's taken that extreme high line. Is that Eckes? And he tries to squeeze in a hole that isn't there.
It just wasn't there. That's Jake Garcia, the 13 truck.
I think that was Tom Majeski
right in front of him.
Yeah, and look how close this is. Couple of fast trucks. We talked about Garcia. We talked about Lane Riggs.
And look at Sanchez going by, the 2 truck on the very bottom of the apron of the racetrack.
That does a great job of not letting that truck weave back up in front of that traffic. Kept her low.
Looked like the 38 of Lane Riggs has some damage from that contact. Here's another look.
Tries to squeeze in a hole that isn't there.
It might have been there for a split second, and that's the thing, that these holes close up so fast.
Ooh, there's the contact right there.
They're going to take it to the garage to do so. What a shame. Fast truck won this race a year ago, won that stage.
Green flag is in the air once again. 6 laps to go in stage number 2.
Big push. Taylor Gray got a hold of Grant Enfinger. Is it going to allow him to clear Kyle Busch? Kyle's getting a big push as well.
Grant Enfinger battling for the lead for the first time for him today. Can he win this stage?
See Enfinger and Taylor Gray get unhooked. Look how those guys that are still hooked up, the gap they get going in turn 3.
What a push by Tyler Ankrum for Kyle Busch in the 7.
Tanner Gray around the outside of his brother. And here comes Corey Heim. He started outside the top 15 as well, made his way right up into contention.
Those guys on the outside saying, you stay down there, Bailey Curry. We're going to line up. Oh, now he's got a little help. Matt Mills, teammate, coming up to help Bailey Curry.
Oh, we got a truck going around. The 91 at Jack Wood, right in the infield grass, right in front of the start-finish line, and the yellow flag is out for the 4th time.
Look at the back of that truck. It looks like might have been a push gone bad or something like that. A hard push.
Does he try to get in a hole that's not there? He does. That's a shame.
Gets into the 32, I believe. Was that Brett Holmes?
And that's what we're seeing, you know, as the race goes on, trying to squeeze in. It's happened from the beginning, but just trying to squeeze in holes that just aren't quite there.
Green flag is in the air. The 3rd and final stage begins.
Matt Mills leading them down.
Dean Thompson in the 5.
Great push on the inside. Is that Caden Honeycutt pushing?
It is. And look at that
Dean
gap.
Thompson.
It's a little bit more gap than Dean would want if he could choose, but hopefully Mills just comes up and gives him a push and keeps that outside line rolling. Not going to happen.
Let's go for the lead. Go for the lead.
I like your attitude.
Matt Mills wants that lead, and he takes it.
Crafton's right on the back of Nick Sanchez in that too, and you see Stuart Friesen. He's going to go topside. Oh,
he got into the wall.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that Tanner Gray didn't get a little piece of that with his right front corner.
That's a shame.
He keeps it up there. Everybody makes it around him just fine. See if he could get it down to pit road. We're going to stay green right now. Caution is in the air for debris on the front stretch. Yeah.
Like maybe a rear tire, more than likely. Michael went down on Raja's truck, but a huge break that the caution flag came out.
They said there was debris, and I wonder if that's what cut that tire down for Raja.
Look at that. What a nice save.
Raja's elected to stay on the track. That's a little bit of a risky call. Bailey Curry doesn't quite get hooked up.
Corey Heim with a big push for Tyler Ankrum. Gets out ahead of Kyle Busch on that inside.
Bailey's trying to hang with Kyle, slides up in line.
There's a hole there for Kyle. He's going to take it.
Watch this move. I talked about guys on the move. Nick Sanchez saw that outside lane backing up. He dove to the bottom, passed about 6 trucks, and he's going to be able to duck up in line eventually, I would bet.
Or maybe jump in there.
Oh, no! Gets into Grant Enfinger. I thought he was going to get up behind him. He tried to go to the bottom and get around him.
Wow. Grant
Another good save.
I know, but I'm worried about that right front tire. That was big. Bailey Curry's running.
I'm hearing that's the roof that was flying on the backstretch. The roof off that 41 truck. Is that right?
He's shown his 4th. And his roof flies
roof
off.
is
He's
gone.
got a convertible truck.
I've never heard of that before, I don't think.
Holy cow.
You see the roof flap still there.
He was running so fast he raised the roof on that thing.
I guess he'll continue like that, Amanda.
That would be the debris that was found in turn 3. Actually heard on the radio communication from Matt Kraft, and Bailey Curry was in front of him, and he said, hey, someone's roof is about to fly off, and there it went.
They'll have to go straight to the garage without a roof.
32 laps to go. The green flag is in the air. Dean Thompson had led officially his first career laps. He got pushed out of the way right as the flag waved.
Wow, way out of the way. He was sideways before they got the green. Up till he went, Tyler Ankrum seized the lead with Kyle Busch right on his bumper.
See Majeski there, the 98. He was the one that was right behind Dean Thompson.
Remember those 2 yellow trucks down on the bottom that made those big moves? Here they come. I just like the speed of the 2. I think he's the reason why the 9 is so fast. The 2 is just all over him. And look, he's going to push him to the lead. And then his
thought about it.
His buddy just bailed on him.
Thank you and goodbye.
Yeah, see you later. I hope not.
Those lap trucks are doing a nice job staying down on the bottom of the racetrack.
Look at how it bunches them up, though. It changes
Kyle
things.
Busch gets into the back, it looked like, of the 9.
Looked like Grant had to get out the throttle. Did maybe he lose the front end, Michael?
Those lapping trucks we saw it early in the race with Keith McGee.
There he goes. Kyle Busch makes that move. He wanted to dart to the inside and drop Grant Enfinger. Grant Enfinger, no help, falls back and continues falling back.
Got to be a problem for Grant
something
Enfinger.
happened to that truck.
He continues to fall back. Definitely, certainly looks like some issue for Grant.
Drag the brake a little bit, get those guys bunched up, see if they can get enough energy here to get around Kyle Busch and his pack.
Flag right
Coming
here,
to
in
the
line.
white flag, Kyle Busch leads Ty Majeski, Corey Heim, Taylor Gray. Well, Nick Sanchez and his group have anything for him. One last chance here.
Back up to him, Ty. Back up to that 11 truck. Not going to be able to do it, it doesn't look like. Can he dive to the bottom? There's a push.
What does Ty Majeski do? He's looking, he's sniffing. Corey Heim is right there to the inside. Can he get to Kyle Busch? As Kyle Busch hangs on, out of turn 4, checkered flag. Kyle Busch wins it for the 7th time at Atlanta.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. Let's go, boys. Come on.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.